You're listening to Radio Blender with educated man Max McFerrin. Ultimator says first. Well, I hope more people will join in, by the way. Let me know in the chat. I hope you guys are doing fine on this Monday. Hope the weather is nice. I'm gonna wait for a couple more minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to fill in my text file, make everything ready to go. Hey Raf and Raffles, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing fine. Hope the weather is nice. Everything is fine down here. I got a lot of mess on my PC finally cleaned up. Monday is good. So far so good. I hope more people will start joining up. Alright, I think I've got everything set up. A lot of very nice entries. I'm excited for it. I stopped at some point joining up because running out of time. I had a lot to do. Which is of course a shame. We're gonna wait 10 more minutes, and then we're gonna blast off. Let everyone know we are live. Let me see, change top chat to live chat, would be very handy. And not to forget, where is my stuff at? Of course I'm going to need to sell my merchandise. I rather want people to buy merch, or you at least get something instead of just donating. So there we go. Got that done. Time is always short supply, isn't it? Yeah. It definitely is. Certainly when you want to do too many things. I'm changing a lot of stuff. I want to be ready for 2021 with all my YouTube channels. I want everything on my PC to be nice. I want everything to be sorting out. You had your mug. Oh, so you're the one that ordered the merchandise. Does it look good? Is the quality nice? I need to order one of my mugs too, just to see if the print is good, because the preview window, it can look blurry and that kind of stuff, but I've been mailing those guys and they say it should look good if your quality is good. It's good, okay. Yeah. So there will be more up in the store, but I just want to make sure that it looks good. So for example, my background low poly tree, I want to have that on a mug, but the BRB onto it looks very blurred out, but they say I don't have to worry about that. Still though, It's silly that it doesn't just show how it looks like yeah, it's a little bit difficult to explain. So I'm gonna order a mug soon too, just to see if it's good or not. If it's good, then I know I don't have to worry. Alright, I got my coffee too. This time hazelnut coffee. Ultimate says 7 times up to minus 4xy plus 8y. And a lot of other things that I do not understand. Maybe I can show it. I'm not sure. I'll do that another time. But yeah, thank you for buying the merchandise. Alright, 1 more minute. Windows updates. No, thank you. Not now. So for a few other people that doesn't know, the tutorials I'm making are gonna go to this channel. JB Blender is gonna be my live stream channel, and this new channel is gonna be for tutorials only. So if you wanna keep an eye on that, make sure you subscribe. I will upload this week some more tutorials on that one. Alright. 3 people. Where is everyone? I mean, a lot of people have joined in. Erwin is late. I always like to join. Certain other people have been joined in aren't there just yet. I did put out a everyone announcement, so just have to see. Was expecting Frank to be here, but he's probably busy with his chubby tree. So we got 40 entries. That's a lot. Alright, I think it's time to start off. People know by now which time I stream. Or should we wait 4 more minutes? It is, of course, if you guys... yeah, sooner or later I will have a 5th channel. Because on my gameplay channel I want to split up live streams with normal gameplay, because now each evening, I believe it's called in English, I'm doing a 2-hour stream on Twitch, and after I done that on Twitch I take care that the stream is uploaded to JB Gameplay Stream Archive, I believe it's called in English. So yeah, I will upload it to there, and then yeah, I have 5 channels. I just think it's good to do short episodes and live streams separately. So if you have a Twitch account, or you just wanna, you know, join up with the stream, you can join up there. I even beaten your records. Yeah, well, I'm not going to make any more YouTube channels because there is also something like too much YouTube channels. Alright, 2 more minutes. Then we blast off. Still 3 viewers. I believe 1 is mine, so Raf and Ultimate are the other 2. I guess. Let me see. Twitch is 1. Steam is what? Steam is 1. Steam is 1. Yeah, but these are just accounts. Yeah, okay, Twitch, Steam. Yeah, but Steam is just Steam. I mean, I wouldn't count that as a YouTube channel or a recording channel. If it's about recording channels, I will have 6, yes. Don't tell me to be CEO of Google soon. I don't have time for that. I really maxed out on what I can do, and yeah. I also need to keep in mind I need to model props for an upcoming game. For this one, Exocubit Games development. Well, I got my passwords written down on a very cheeky way. Only I know which account they belong to. I got like 20 to 30 different passwords, so it is fine. Alright, it is 1:15. It is time to start the stream now. I cannot wait for more people. Alright, so in this case, the last week I gave you guys the objective of to make stuff for a custom PC, even though I thought it was a very nice idea to see what people will all come up with. Certain days were very tough though, but I think it was a very good practice. I seen that people have learned a lot of new things, which I like a lot. So I think this was a very good idea. Of course, for the end of the stream, keep in mind to do new suggestions. I will write them down. Let me see here. I just only would like to have my idea. 30 minutes ideas. Okay, there we go. I can just scrape this off the list. I still have 3 left. Maybe more at the end. Alright, so day number 1 is to make a PC case, and there are a lot of cool PC cases. The first one is of Erwin Sunny Ray. It took 24 minutes. I think this is a very nice render. I like it. Of course, as always, I like to complain about render thickness, so cut a little bit off or just make the render window a little bit smaller. It will make it look a lot nicer. I like this PC case. It is very simple. It's very tough to do a very model-ish type of PC in 30 minutes. There's a lot of buttons and things. And also, it was something to keep in mind that later on you need to use your case and make a motherboard, a RAM, and all that kind of stuff needs to fit in though. So I hope a lot of people have been making everything in one file size. I mean just one file to make it yourself a lot more easier. It is a very simple model. I like how the corners are being cut off like that. It doesn't have a CD-ROM drive. Nowadays you see PCs who don't actually have one anymore. My girlfriend doesn't have anything at the front any other than a few buttons on top. I think it's a very nice render, very clean. The only thing that I would say is I'm missing a little bit transparency on this one. It looks like a see-through, but it's not. The airflow on top is very nice. All PC cases didn't have this stuff. My own PC also has like the top open like that, so the hot air can go out on top, which is a very nice idea. Helps a lot. Little lights up front, start button, reset button, and I see a few USB drives. I think it worked out pretty well. A lot of lights, very good. Outmount a case based loosely on the Lian Li Lancool Air 2, or as much as I could make of it in 30 minutes without murdering the mesh. Let's take a look at this one. Very interesting front size down here. Very model-ish. Gonna be my new word. There's, yeah, hard surface modeling. A lot of stuff in there. Like little holes and gaps and things. Yeah, it wouldn't be my case that I would like though. I do like how there is like detail onto the parts that can get loose from each other. That's a very nice detail. I think it worked out pretty well. It seems like this can come off or to be modified, like put in a raster for airflow. Like that on the back, very good, so all the components can stick out when need. A nice glassy panel, a part here, I guess, to lift up the PC a little bit more easier. Also like the gap underneath. This is something my PC has too, so the cold airflow or whatever can get underneath and then up from the power supply. Nice light render, very crisp. I like that. Very good. Do you want a better I present Trusty Rusty, a rugged PC case you don't need to take care of because it comes as good as useful from the factory, including rust dense holes, just perfect for you. Because let's be honest, would you really take care of it and not? And it has a turbo knob. It's definitely a rusty PC indeed. Yeah, a custom PC, you need to make it unique, right? And you see like those more and more cars on the day of today, no matter if it's a hot rod or a muscle car, people like to make it look old, even though it could be like paint or a sticker wrap or it really is rusty. It's some kind of a style too. It almost looks like old wood, to be honest. It's a very interesting model. I like this handle down here. It's very industrial. I like the little gaps for airflow in there. I do like that the power supply, it seems like could be on the bottom. Now there only need to be little knobs underneath it. I forget about them too, or else it's gonna be very difficult to get the airflow in there. That's why I've been saying when you make the RAM and you have some extra spare time, you can, you know, add some things. Yeah. See a few things down here, and this is a little bit confusing, but you know, it's a unique design though, so there is probably a reason for everything. A power knob. I have been watching Linus Tech Tips, and there was this guy who hoards PC and old stuff, and he had a PC with a power button, but he was explaining that back in the day when you had a PC with a power button, it actually works the reversed way. The power button didn't give the PC extra power. The power button took care that the PC would calm down, because for some reason, like for certain games, the PC would be too fast. And I had a game back in the day, it's called, I believe, Red Alert, Command & Conquer Red Alert. And if you would play that game on a PC nowadays, the game would go real quick. It will go insane quick, and you need to take care that the game would fit in, you know, your playstyle. It should be normal mode instead of super speed. I hope it makes sense what I'm saying here. But that's one thing I learned about a turbo button, to slow the PC down so it doesn't go too quick. Which I think is kind of funny, unless your work different. You would press the button and it would like overclock itself. So that could also be a thing though. Two uses. I like the table texture in the background though. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, kind of. It like what I think like more is like having like a concrete type of floor with rusty, make it look like very factory-ish. I don't know, like more concrete. Maybe I have been looking too much at this one for the weekly. Like you see like an old rusted metal type and then a lot of concrete around it. But it's a personal thing. Of course, if you like it, then that's only a good thing. Yeah, I like the concept. I like the idea of rust to be a style. Then we're gonna go to Ultimator. As cool as rendered CPU, harder than it made a real CPU with render. Anyways, here's my entry for the PC case. Good to see Ultimator that you're joining up. It looks very futuristic. It looks also very small though, which is not a bad thing because also on Linus Tech Tips they showed like PCs that would fit in a very tiny little case. So I'll guess these are USB ports and you know futuristic. You're gonna take the things as small in there. Small motherboard, but maybe a very good video card, some RAM. It could fit in there, very tight though. Also like this display up on front to show maybe different stats of CPU or RAM usage, just to help of the PC. Little neon lights, yeah, power button. Unique, I like it, very good. And the background fits in well with the green. We have one of Pepograph X. I tried to recreate my own PC, nothing unusual. You can see what it should present. Wow. It really gives me a old school feeling, like this, yeah. The PCs back in the days could be like a very much of a chunk. I like the little knobs underneath it, so there would be some space for airflow underneath if possible. I like those rough air intakes down here. A little brand, some buttons and things. Maybe also a display or CD-ROM drive sideways. I believe PlayStation had that or Xbox, can't remember. It seems like a glass panel at the side, so you can still have a look inside. They're very old school, especially if you would make this color like this smokish white. Would fit in perfectly for that. It's a very nice model though. I got 30s radios. Could be too. Excuse me. A very interesting model. Then we have one of Doomster EG, a bit rough, and I didn't have time to add proper USB ports or anything. Well, let's just pretend that they're on the back of it. A very interesting model, very custom, very jumps out from all of the other cases, including the next one coming up. Yeah, this is very much a challenge. I think I've seen kinda is something like this. It's definitely interesting. Yeah, definitely. Now, of course, if you would have more time, or if I could fantasize about this model, then I can imagine here on top there needs to be for air outtake. I believe it's called, just on each side, and then just underneath one big fan, so it blows up all the heat out of it. It would be a good idea. Maybe on the bottom would be nice to have like a raster type of thing, so cold air can come in and hot air goes out. Very interesting model though. Little power button and a reset button, so that's very good. Only interesting to know why this is here. I mean, I can understand it's like separate panel pieces, but why not here? Or maybe could be a door though, but it is definitely an interesting piece down here. Must have been hard to model. Definitely yes. Yes, no. 30 minutes is not much, so I would definitely mess around a lot with this. But I do see now that like there's a little gap here and here, so I guess that is where you can take the whole panel off, or maybe the whole back panel. So an interesting model. Then we have one of mine, took 35 minutes. I always find it difficult to talk about my own designs. Yeah, so later on I noticed like I've got like these little knobs underneath. I'm thinking of it. I believe I even forgot to make raster underneath this for the power supply. This model is a little bit based on the model I have. I have like a Cooler Master type of thing. Yeah, I tried my best here. So this is what I got. Anything else I do not really know. Unless you guys have some feedback for me. I'm not too happy about the light though, because it's a little bit too dark here. I tried to increase the HDRI, but for some reason there was like one lamp here. And the other lamp on this side is behind this wall, so that's why there is not much. I did place like a plane behind the camera. You can see a little bit of light shining on here. I was hoping it would give more light here. It didn't. But that is that. Welcome Doom3G. The lights hide it. Okay, light hides it. And I see Dave. Both welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing fine. So what you mean with the part the light hides it? Which part? What did I talk about? How did you blur the edges of the plane? How did I blur the edges? What edges? You mean this in the background, or you mean like the light down here, or? Okay, I see what you talk about. The bottom. Alright, okay. Yeah, the back is open, I see right now. Yes, Ultimator. What exactly do you mean? Like blur the edges of the plane? Meanwhile, you're giving me your answer. I'm just gonna quick look up my file. Maybe I can give a better answer on that. Let's see, Blender, 30 minutes. Blend save, custom PC, desktop. In the background, the plane, the CPU is kept on upon CPU. Did I do something with CPU? You mean this? This down here? The one behind at the left. It's always a little bit difficult, but let me show you my file here. Maybe that makes things a little bit more easier. So yeah, if you mean the background, it's just shaped up like that. The HDRI, I just I use the studio, but yeah, as you can see, the lamp is behind there. I didn't use any blur, I believe. Let me see. No, I didn't use any depth of field. I don't know. You got you got your answer on that? Okay, I mean, yeah, it's for me hard to know which part you actually mean. Like, I didn't add in any CPU. That's why I don't understand what you mean. But let's continue. Meanwhile, then we're gonna go to the motherboard with CPU. So the first one is of Outmind was too much complicated than I thought it would be. Model after Gigabyte GA 350 gaming 340 minutes. So yeah, here things becoming very complicated because making a motherboard isn't really something you can do in 30 minutes. Very challenging. People try to figure out all kinds of way. We will get to see all of them. So Outmind, by the look of it, just went for modeling each and every part, trying to not make it look like messy, but more logical, I would say. For the motherboard, it's very thick. That's the only thing that I'm gonna say. It's very, yeah, I can say it again, very thick. I do like different things here. Maybe components is the word. There is place for a video card, 2 of them at least. I don't know what this is. Maybe a third video card. I've never been hearing of that. Maybe something different can be plugged in here. Got little towers here and there. You got for the CPU, you got for the RAM. So yeah, 30 minutes is very tight though. I think it worked out kind of well. You got the color very good of this one. We're gonna go to Pep-O-Graph X. 30 minutes are hard for a perfect picture with this level of detail, and I once again jumped the frame with 39 minutes. Yeah, so I think we should not be too strict on the time this time, like everyone really tried. Yeah, I'm just going to scale this one out because there's a lot to see. Make it nice and big. There we go. And it seems like you've been using pictures a lot. So this is one thing I like the method of Pep-O-Graph X. The use of a lot of pictures makes it things a little bit more easier, as in adding a lot of detail though. Just finding pictures, which is allowed to do that before you start a Blender. So that's a good one. You got motherboards, roads, I would just call them. You got a lot of buildings, which I like to call them. You got a lot of heat sinks here and there. Heat sink, right? This, I believe the CPU should be underneath this, but there needs to be a fan on top, which you should build later on. You got 2 very gigantic blocks, which I also have on my motherboard. You got HDMI. You got another one in here, which I don't know the name. You got a few certain plugs in here. You got USB, and this seems like to be the very old school one, where you plug in your motherboard and mouse. Very old ones. This board looks very good, so if you made this in 30 minutes, you've done a nice job. There's not too much hard stuff in here. I am missing these ones are for video card and whatever not, right? I guess they're very good to have this this little thingy in here, which you see on these ones. The only thing that I am missing is like a little, yeah, whatever it's called. We can see that at this one, these things. So So you can hold them in place and unplug them. Let me just call it like that. That's the only thing that I'm missing on this one, and I would say like slots for the RAM, but I think you've done an amazing job in 30 minutes. I'm not going to complain too much about that. You even got like little holes in there. You got the sides friendly, so there are no sharp points on this. Nice thickness onto the board itself. Very good job on that one. Then we have one of Berkeley revoked my first entry and submitting with this one. I'll guess that is okay. I mean, doing this first 30 minutes, you already learn a little bit of experience. Yeah. But you say it is okay. So here's another interesting strategy. So instead of just having a plate and model a few certain parts or adding also pictures, this one is being used with experimental I forgot what the node is called, which gets used a lot with November in order to get detail and stuff coming out. This is very interesting. It's very meshy. It's very alien-like, I would say, like a very much something from out of this planet, out of this world. It's very interesting. There's a lot going on. The only thing that I do not like about this method is, you see like the green is just slowly fading away into the more light color down here. That's the only thing that I do not like. You see that at a lot of parts. But then again, it's very impressive how it looks like. There's a lot to look at. Of course, if you have all the time of the world, you can make it look very good, very nice. You can even give these little towers down here just a black color, if that would be an option. Yeah, very alien-like thing down here with a Earth type of brand on it. Displacement, yeah, displacement, normal maps, bumpy maps, whatever you can think of. It is definitely an interesting shortcut to get a lot of detail going. Then we have one of mine, also very interesting. So here we go. So I made use of a texture, I believe it's called Vonoid. I'm very bad at names though. And for these little towers and little chips, I just use like a hair particle system to get them all over the place. And then I use some weight paint in order to not have that stuff sticking through here or whatever not. And then I noticed like the time was running out. So yeah, also for me, I got like a big block down here, while in real life it's not really like a big block though. It's just very thin plate with wires going in there and all kinds of stuff. I don't have like little holes. Yeah, I'm not very happy with these sockets or slots. It's a little bit too thick. I did thought about having this system down here, so to click it and unclick it, having the RAM slots down here. Later on, I had to actually move them up because just the feel and or the placement of the hard drives down here. So later on, I did that. I'm kind of happy with it, but also not really. But yeah, 30 minutes is a lot. Like, there is no CPU in here, so this should have looked very different though. I think you get a displacement map look that good in 30 minutes. Yeah, I did watch a tutorial. Meanwhile, I was actually doing this, so that's why I couldn't add a lot more stuff, because, you know, I'd have to keep in mind I should have done this before starting Blender. Every Sunny Ray, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing fine. Hope the weather is nice. So yeah, I did watch a quick tutorial between just to get this done though. And yeah. I still need to learn a lot about hash system, because the things that I'm not happy about is how certain chips down here or down here is like crossing each other. A particle system is something definitely to learn. Yeah, this is how I done it. I hope the weather is nice. At all of you, by the way. Then we're gonna go to Ultimator. Entry for Mobo. Took 50 minutes. Oh boy, because all of it's modeled rather than displacement using a map or pictures or higher particle systems, or try to make it detailed, still looks simple and clean. Alright, let's take a look at this. Not too bad. What I think what looks very good is this down here. I think you are the first one who has done this the correct way. I would like to take a reference image. Let me see. Yeah, you're really the first one who done that, as far as I remember. So yeah, this is actually what's supposed to be at the back side. It's these tiny little boxes instead of just a giant box, or what I said, a plate. I was wrong too about that. Yeah, little boxes. When I see this, I remember again. So very good with that. You got that correct. You got a very interesting CPU slot down here. You kinda sorta have. Yeah, it's very low poly though, which is not too bad. You got your little. I believe you can stick up fan plugs in here, so the fans will work. Little slots here and there. Yeah, I think in overall for a very low poly, it worked out pretty well though. It's only interesting to see that you got a little stripe going on. At some point I will go into that too, how you can actually fix those type of things with an add-on. You simply select the whole plane and then one mouse button, and then you can fix that so you don't get that to see anymore. Very good, very accurate with these on. You get points for that. Let me see, I had it wrong. Berkelmere had none. Purple Graphic had huge ones. Outminds kind of have something like that, but they should be on the board and not in the board. That's actually it. So very good for now. Doomster EG late motherboard was much harder than I thought. Went over 45 minutes. So we're going to need to discuss at the end of the stream if we will include everyone who went over for this one time only. Because motherboard is just very tough though. Alright, so let's take a look. Yeah, some certain things looks very good on this one. So yeah, look at this thing. That is just absolutely ginormous. A little bit too much, just like I had a big block in there. I do like these sockets though. They look very good. Socket slots. CPU, you got some detailed striping going on. You got a few roads on here, which I like to call it. Few buildings there. Well, you got it kind of shed up well. You got some holes, the edges are cut off, so you got some points for that. Yeah, I'll be able to voting. Didn't do much this week. I had to cut off at some point too. Weather seems not to be very good here. Typhoon disturb again here at Asia. I hope you will make it through. So yeah, Dooms EG, very good with this one. I like it. And I also noticed some people were very late, and the only problem is when you're very late, it's very difficult to keep that in mind when we're gonna vote. So try to not to be very late. Just if you're 1 day too late, it is okay to drop it in, but don't be 5 days too late. I don't know who it is at the moment, but there was one person doing that. So now we're gonna go to the RAM, and the RAM is a lot more easy than a motherboard, so that's why I include it. If you have some extra time, you can use it on your earlier projects. Outmined can have a modern PC with colorful RGB RAM. Yeah, it's definitely a very stylized, very modern type of RAM. You see this a lot these days. Just a piece of plastic around it, colorful lights. I think it worked out pretty well though. Got this very good. Only can't remember if there is like a stop between in the connection part. Yeah, I think overall it looks very good, very simple, still stylized. Then we're gonna go to Soprano Odin. I'm just gonna call you Odin. Pretty simple but reliable, low resolution stickers. I know. It is a typical old school RAM, just simple. It does what it needs to do. And back in the days, PC cases were not like for show off, had no windows in them and that kind of stuff. I do still like that you got stickers on them, and I also like how this sticker is not perfectly on there, which makes it look very very human-like. I don't know how to say it, but makes it look realistic. Stickers are never perfectly placed, unless it's like very aimed out with a PC and machinery, but it's very expensive. So just sticker on it and done, ready to go. So yeah, there's also this down here. So I guess I'm just gonna take it. Maybe I need to search it up. PC RAM. I don't know. Yeah, okay, there is like a Tinky in there, but not like as large as this. It needs to be until this part down here. So a little bit more, make it realistic. This is just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, very good. You got like little buildings on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see over there 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a very large one. So pretty realistic though. I like this one. Let me just take a closer look. The only thing that should have been different is these connectors down here. They need to be like on top. It is very pointy, and they need to be like just square off, like very squarey. Can perfectly, well, kind of see it here. It's very squarey. That would add a little bit more realism to it. I don't know. It's difficult to get a very big picture though. But in overall, very realistic. Worked out very well. So we have one of Berklemir, Trusty Rusty, Purveyor for all the PC needs except motherboards, sturdy exterior with the technology of yesteryear. Oh wait, order now. Very good marketing there. Yeah, very shapy. I like how you can clearly see like it's the card down here, just like this one, and then you just put a cap onto it to make it look fancy. Got a name on there, 2 kilobytes. It's not very much. If you want to play a game on the day of today, you need to have like a few thousands of these things. But interesting shapes, I like that. Now the only thing that I would say is that the gap between in here shouldn't be there. This one is very realistic. This is how it's actually supposed to be. You could have gaps, but I mean they need to be flat. Maybe just a new system. Let's take it like that. I like this idea though, an own style, rusty style. Old harmonica. Maybe you can blow some nice music. 2 kilobytes. Yeah, not much though. I even believe like a Nintendo NES or just the Nintendo even had like 4 kilobytes. So this is, I don't know, man. You cannot save anything on this thing. It's a scam. Don't order this on AliExpress, people. Then we're gonna go to Erwin's anyway. Don't want to go hard on myself this time, so I go simple and fun. Here my entry for the RAM done in 16 minutes. Alright, that's very nice. You got the gap in here big enough. You got everything, you know, it connects well. You got like little holes in here for extra sturdiness or whatever. You need to, you know, you need to puzzle it into your slot. So this will just take care that it's tight. You got a few different buildings on here. You don't have any stickers or whatever, but that's fine. It looks pretty realistic though. Very simple. Very good. Then we have one of mine, not in the mood today, but I still wanted to join up. Yeah, I wasn't in the mood. I got a bad day. I still wanted to do something, and I was thinking the whole time about a ram, like a ram as in an animal, and then later on I was like, oh, let's make a Dodge ram. You know, the joke, Dodge and ram. Yeah, so I actually forgot to make a little gap in here. I should have made this upper part a little bit above or something, so I could make like those side holes in here. But when you're not in the mood, you don't think very straight. That's just my excuse for now. And let me find a picture here. Picture. Picture. Come on. Yeah, this one. So the reason for the shape though is I made like this kind of, like there are a lot of different Dodges there. I really took like the shape of the grill here, you know, with a logo on top of it in order to shape mine one down here. Dodge Ram. They should make Rams though. So yeah. Gold seems to be offset. You mean mine gold? Maybe just the light onto it, make it look very light. Oh, that Dodge. Yeah, Dodge Ram car. Silicon comb. This one gold. Yeah, if you talk about this one, yeah, it might be the light. There's not like enough light onto it. If you mean mine one, it mean there's too much light on it. And then we're gonna go to video card. One of people's favorite component of a computer, video card, because that's where it's all about, right? Running your games, having RTX on your Blender, that kind of stuff. JB logo remind me of Dune 2000 games. JB logo. Really? The logo on my RAM or my channel logo? Yes, okay. The first one is outmined. Here's a global shortage, so the only way to get my hands on the RTX 3080 was to make it myself. Hope you printed it out. 40 minutes since those triangles were problematic on my RAM. Let's take a look at the RTX 3080. Maybe I should even just get references. RTX 3080. Of course, need to keep in mind they're all the video cards can look different around the world, though. That is something that I did notice. Get your ass over here. Yeah, as you can see, this one has only one fan, and certain others have two fans. And you know, like this is a good example of different ones. Some have 3 fans, so yep. Stuff and things. But I think in overall, you got the one. I think you got the expensive one. I think overall it worked out pretty well with the shapes. Very interesting shape, by the way. Could go for a robot face with one eye, whatever. Don't ask me why I think about that. yeah, I like it. You also got this stuff done very well. You got this thingy where you need to puzzle it inside the slot. You even got the backside here for the PC case, which is a very nice detail. And overall, it worked out well. I like the van with it. And also different vans onto things, though. Very good. Then we have one of Edwin Sunray, gone simple and fun. Entry for video card or GPU, done modeling 28 minutes, set up light camera 30 minutes and 5 seconds. This is also one tip I give for Piopolis. Make a basic or a standard file where you have everything like a light and camera already set up. It will save you a lot of time. So, with that being said, I believe, like, I got a folder here, right? Get the chat back. I got a folder here with the basic setup. Now, just to be sure, I backed it up 3 times, just in case I oversave it and forget about it. So this is already a standard save. So I got my cycles ready, I got few certain renders ready, I got the denoiser ready, I have a sky ready, I got certain things ready, and also one not to forget, this is always annoying to do, is the timeline. Set the timeline to 1, and you get something ready, and when you start, just save it as, and you don't have to do anything about the lightning or whatever. Maybe just add a background, or it will save you a lot of time. Alright, let's go to the very, very much old school video card of Erwin Sunny Ray. Now I have to Google something else. I could have done it down there, by the way. So video card back in the day, video card would be handy. Very old school video card, did not have vans, they didn't look like a thick anime ties or whatever. This is how it looked back in the days. Maybe not that blurry though, but yeah, this was very hot back in the days. These old stuff, and yeah, later on they put it on like a cheap fan, and then later on they started to make fancy cases, stuff like that. So I think you nailed it, as in like an old school video card. It worked out pretty well. I kind of recognize these things. Of course, if you have a lot more time, then there would be like these little screw inputs at each side though, so you can plug it in, and then you had like little screws. Nowadays with HDMI you don't have that stuff anymore. Yeah, you got little buildings onto it, little knobs and things and stuff, and I think it worked out pretty well. I like the multi-layered building here. I just like to call them buildings. Maybe I should call them components or whatever. I don't know. I like it. It's light up very well. And I like the way how you made use of physics. So it is touching the ground here instead of floating. So very good. Alright, Erwin says, does anyone know that few PC components are made using pure gold? Yeah, you see, if you start digging on YouTube, you see like channels that says, hey, get gold out of video components, platina, even diamonds. A lot of stuff is getting put into PC components. If you want to be getting rich with that, you're going to need to have hundreds, if not thousands, of these plates. You're going to need all kinds of chemicals. Before you get a little bit of gold, you have to spend like a few hundred of bucks, and then you need to get a lot of these plates. So it's not like you can be rich with one of these. But it's very interesting. Triangles, yeah. You even got like cooling paste with diamond stuff in there, so it is also in mobile phones also. Then we're gonna go to Berglamir. Trust the rust. Here we go again. A rusty render. I like the background this time a lot with it. Very good. I like the plating. It has some very nice material on it. It does have like an old school input in here. It's but I do miss like the little screws for that. I do like the big bolts on here. This really gives a extra touch on industrial look onto it. I like how you've been using the displacement and whatever not to get this crazy alien look onto it. Yeah, the fan though, I don't know what it's cooling. Maybe your PC. Most of the time the fans cools this down here, or like a big chip that is on there. This is definitely an interesting design though. Yeah, the bolts really make it very good. Almost looks like a Blender logo. If you would cut off a few of those, make this one a missed opportunity there. If you would have turned those blades around, and yeah, of course you need to put it in there, but if you would have made a few blades like transparent and only left 3 of them orange, and you would have added like a blue sticker here, it could easily go for a Blender logo. Very good, very trusty, and very rusty. I like it. And you got even the holes for the screw. Very nice. A little neon stuff on here, like little bugs or something. Very interesting. Oh, YouTube is complaining. What is wrong? YouTube. What are you complaining about? Is the stream still fine? YouTube doesn't receive enough video for a smooth streaming. That's why the screen is blurred for the viewers. Is that true? I think it because I touched Blender again. Cycles. It always seemed to happen. Last time when I started the Blender and touched cycles, YouTube was crying too. So let me know, how is the stream looking? Is it smooth or no smooth? Or Erwin says I see blur. It is fine. We have, yeah, okay, but it is not fine for me. Let me just look at my own. Fine. Oh, it is blurry though. Yeah, you just need to set the quality. You can put it back to 1080 60 FPS if that is allowed. I'm seeing it fine right now. I think it's really because I started up cycles. I should have not done that though, because cycles at me, it uses my GPU. And yeah, it's also used for recording, so that's a bad idea. Okay. Okay. It's blurry. Yeah, set the stuff, the quality, because if I put mine one in the screen, it seems to be fine. I'm recording myself. So yeah, you just need to set this stuff here. Yes. But YouTube says now it is still okay. It's excellent. Okay, very good. I need to keep in mind, don't start on Blender anymore. Okay, very good. There is no blur at all. Just okay. Yeah, but YouTube was complaining. So Dooms AG is a little bit late. Well, it is still okay. 40 minutes though. We really have to decide at the end of the stream, are we going to include everyone who's been over time, or are we not going to include everyone being over time? There is a lot this time. It was not easy. Very light entry for RAM. Sorry, it took about 40 minutes. Let's take a look at it. Okay, that looks fine. The stuff down here, the connection part, a little gap here. You got 2 gaps here. Very good detail. G-scale. You got some names on it. You got some colors onto it. Yeah. Maybe this render could use a little bit of light. Just light onto the RAM itself. I think like these black spots, unless you've added the black spots as texture, it's getting cost because there's not enough light shining onto it. Then and maybe use denoise it or whatever to make things look strange. And overall, it looks very good. I like this one. Wouldn't mind to have this one in my PC though. Alright. You have a GIF or GIF or whatever it's called in English. Yep. GIF. Very good. Look at it for hours. We're not gonna do that though. What is this? Ultimate is simple and clean, exempt from messing me up, so couldn't find time for it. I'll guess this is also RAM. You got like 2 tinkies in there. You got a few buildings. Very simple, very shiny though. These buildings on here look like they look like whatever to call it, like foamy things, like one side of this foam block has like sticker type of stickiness onto it, and just stick them on there. That's very simple though, and your exam is in the way, so I should be happy you joining up. Yep, it's a RAM. Styrofoam, yeah. I don't know why, but it reminds me of that. Yeah, thank you for joining up. Then we're gonna go to Doomsday AG. Oof, I can't keep myself from going over time. 45 minutes. Oh boy, we need to have something simple for the upcoming week to get everyone back on time. Oh no, I just realized how fat they are. Oh jeez, they look like radios, man. Holy smokes. Damn. These are very thick now. I mean, they have like a thickness until here or something. I have to do this. I think the thickness should be like that. So it's like you just added like I think 3 or 4 of these cards. Very thick. The model itself though looks very clean. Very clean shapes going on. Got some nice fans onto it. Yeah. It's very thick. Yeah, it looks like a radio. Like these could be boxes in here. Wow. Yeah, anything else? I think it looks very good. I like the color and the light balance in here of the blue and the chromey / blackish. Yeah, very good with that. It's only very thick though, but you realize that yourself. Then we're gonna go to power supply, because no PC will run without power supply. We're gonna start with Odin, the Corsair CS450M power block, 3 minutes over. Oh boy. And you made 2 of them. So let's take a look. Letters is going through from the outside. But I have to say I really like this side down here. These holes look like perfect. Even this output here, or input, or whatever you want to call it, the plug. I like this, the detail on that is very good. I'll bet these letters maybe go through, but I still like this plate down here. This looks very much on point. Yeah, that looks good though. It's only a shame the letters are going through. But anything else, it looks very good. Got the name on it, the brand. Yeah, very good. Ooh, I see one thing that is not very good though. I just realized that is this down here. So this, you know, it is one part. You should only have left this out here, or you probably didn't notice that. That's the only thing though, and the letters. Okay. But in overall, it's insanely well done model though. I like it. Pretty good. And here we have one with a different side. Or this is the other side. Oh, I see. It's like this one, but turn around. And I would say the other side of the letters going through. So yeah, next time make sure to you know, keep the thickness of the letters in mind though. That it's not shining through, because it's a shame. This looks very good. This is also very good detail here. The cables go in to power the motherboard, the video card, and whatever not. Very good. Then we're gonna go to Outminds, modeled after Crosshair V5550, making the thing took about 15 minutes. The rest was spent on material and idiotic stuff like painting and tweaking the lights. In the end, I went over by 10 minutes. Ay ay ay. Yeah, it also kind of looks on point, I would say. I would only say like this thing down here looks a little bit too thick. If this was just a little bit thinner, then it would make it look very realistic. But points for the power button. I don't know if this one also should have one, like right down near here. But you can see this is very thin. It makes it look a lot realistic, I think. But you got a power button, which is very realistic. Yep. I'm only not sure what this is. Maybe you meant to put in some screws or something, or a top of a screw or both. Oh, you got a name onto it, very nice. You got some cables on the back, it's very good. You got some stuff in here. Edit mode on 30 minutes. Normal and power buttons, okay. Well, I'll just take that then. I trust you on your word, Erwin. Because I don't know everything. But very good in overall. Then we want to Berklemir, not happy with this piece, but essential for the build. Yeah, that is true. Oh boy, this is also a very rusty thing here. Jesus, I can almost taste the rust, so big this picture is. I like this thing down here. So if it's like a lot of dust in there, you can just unscrew it, which you should actually never do. But you know, if this is full with dust, maybe or you need to consider cleaning up your room, or undust your room, better to say. Or you can just carefully open this and just blow it out or whatever. You got some fans on the inside, and anything else is not much to see. So I'm just gonna take like this is like a power cube that's in here providing the power, a special relic. It is a shame I still can see it, but there is a name on here. Now this is when I sometimes say like make a plane on this side or a spotlight or whatever. Just add 10% of light, just a little bit, so you can see the name on here, because there is a name, but it's not like visible. Good visible to know what it says. You got to import, you got on and off button. I'll guess the rust looks, you know, kind of nice. I can see like mark seam or something like that down here. So you want to try to have a mark seam like on this side down here, so you have like one texture going, so it looks lesser odd at this line down here. You got the screws, which is a very nice detail. I think overall it looks nice. Yeah, if you really have to judge, the only thing I'm going to say, like, try to get this texture be 1 and take care for a little bit of light from this side to make the name visible, or just give it like a shiny material that will always catch up different reflections and stuff and light and whatever. Yeah, you can clearly see you have one light coming from this side though. Interesting model. Overall, I think it worked out well. It is empty, but I only have 30 minutes, right? It says Trusty Rusty. Yeah, but that's probably because you know from the other ones, but not by reading it. Then we have one of Odin, and in this case we're gonna go to... Yeah, Odin didn't have a PC case, so Odin, yeah, I cannot really include this one into the cases because this is way too late. Like, if you're 1 day too late, it's okay. If you are 1, 2, 3, 4 / 5 days too late, it is just too much to keep in mind. But we will take a look at it. So you also made a pyramid, got a USB there, got some intake and glassy look onto it. It's also an interesting model. You got, it seems like a hole in here, but maybe the glass just continues. Very important to keep in mind, like, heat is going up, that it needs to get out. Blowing the heat down could be an idea, but it's very difficult since heat really wants to go up. You got a power button, you got an input for whatever, and you got, I believe, USB 3.0, the latest one, I thought. Yeah. Ultimate set, the wood texture. Whoa. Really? Yeah, it does fit in though, with the rust. Definitely. Is water inside the case, or is it? Yeah, it's a reflection thing. I think you've been using glass material instead of just adding transparent. That's why you get this kind of stuff. It makes it at some point realisticer, but it also makes it more heavier to render. It takes a longer time to get rid of all the grain and that kind of stuff. But by the look of it, it might even be done in Eevee, because it takes a lot of time to fix that up. Now that you have said it, I cannot stop seeing water. Yeah, maybe need to add in a fish. Can go for aquarium. More power supplies. We're gonna go to Doomsday EG, my power supply submission. I went overtime again to do an RGB van about... Jesus. That's a lot of time just to add some RGB. Interesting model though. Yeah. What is YouTube now saying again? Bit speed of 0 of audio stream is lower than... We recommend you a bit speed of 128. What the hell are you talking about? My bit speed is... I don't have any bit speed. Why is that? What? What is going on? I mean, my audio's fine, right? Bit speed is 320 or 160. I don't know what YouTube is complaining about. Can things never be normal? Anywho's, interesting model. You got like a thingy for power cable. No. Bitrate is YouTube saying bitrate speed of the audio. Yeah, sure. Nice model. I like the effect of that it's actually working at the moment without power. Very clever. You got a GIF, a moving picture, like how the background is moving with it. But this kind of stuff is of course not very necessary. So if you took a lot of time to get this spinning, you should have not added that there. It is just 30 minutes, fix it up. You can always, do some extra stuff and just post it in the 30-minute chat afterwards. Then we're gonna go to Outmind, a generic 120mm exhaust fan, these spiral coolable Ryzen CPUs, and a set of 3 transparent front fans that will have RGB 45 minutes. Oh boy. Yeah, that's the only problem though. It's extremely difficult to get everything done on time. Sure, it's simple as it is. Yeah. The only thing, well, you only had certain time, but if you're over time like that, the only thing that I'm missing on here is like, oh boy. Only thing that I'm missing is like a thingy, like a piece of plastic that does this. And then the wire is mostly attached to this piece to go, whatever it is, a fork, something like that, right? Yes, so that is the only thing I'm missing though. But I love this one. I also like the light coming off from it. It worked out very well. The only thing that I would say, yeah, that's my my word there. Then we want to Berklemir, 32 minutes and no fans. Bad, I know. Yeah, bad. I don't know, man. The only thing about water cooling is like I would be so afraid. Like all the water everywhere, and then you need to unplug everything, dry it out, and it's really bad if there's power onto it. I don't trust that. You have done 2. Hope this one is also within the 30 minutes. 32 minutes. Well, let's just take that this one's extra. We're gonna look at this one. It's definitely an interesting model. It's only a shame, yeah, you got 2 of them. Like this is what it's supposed to be, rusty. Confusing. Let's look at the non-rusty. Interesting model. So this is where all the water comes together. Input and output. That is one thing I do know about it. Anything else about water cooling I do not know. Interesting model though. And this one is very nice. Yeah, it's a shame you have not used the rust on that one for trusty rusty. Yeah, definitely interesting. Only makes it difficult to have 2 of these in here. Like a robot hat, yeah, definitely does. A little mouth and 2 eyes and a big brain, very smart AI robot. One again, too late. We're not gonna count that in because yeah, I'm not going to remember where all the too late ones are. A lot of work. 40 minutes. We do gonna take a look at it. Yeah, 40 minutes is too much. I do appreciate this stop down here. Makes it look realistic though. You took like, it seemed like a flat picture of a motherboard, which is a smart idea in order to save time and add more details. Still, you got a few little towers here and there. You got this stuff to lead heat away or whatever. You got a lot of plugs here and there. Stuff and things and a lot to look at. Yeah, these are the holes that I meant. You plug it in and then the screw goes in there. Good detail though. Internet, USB, microphone, headphones, and I have no idea what this one for is. Yeah, still look good. You got your RAM, you got your video card input and other stuff. maybe an extra video card for watching TV. Like you just plug in a TV cable into it. Yep, you're good to go. Then we're gonna go to Explosion Fitting Team, as I installed a CPU fan earlier today. Definitely an interesting and very realistic look there. Once again, the only thing I'm missing is like 2 of these holders, whatever, 2 of these pipes to hold this fan together. Of course, it could be on the inside. Let's just take it that it's on the inside. But it's a very important little detail. It only costs like a cylinder, you know, just extrude it or resize it, I mean. I like the color on this thing. It's not like white, it's like creamy stuff, and then a nice brown van. Not van where you drive in, but a van for, yep. I like this down here, very realistic. Also this sticking out, very realistic. I kind of have something like this in my PC too, kind of. Definitely an interesting model. Ultimator says a lot of good details like DVI ports. Is that the DVI stuff? Or these ones? Some of them. And then we're gonna go to still the vents. Odin, you should have only included this one, so we're not gonna look at this one because you should not include this one. You can use your PC case in order to, you know, fit stuff already, but leave it out and only do this. Definitely interesting floating stuff around. Yeah, interesting cooling element down here. You do have the structure which hold the middle parts. Good job with that. Interesting model though. Your inflow, outflow, cooler to cool stuff. I guess the piping goes in here and then to this part, and this just cools it somehow, some way. Sometimes you need to use a little fan to see. You get it? Very bad joke there. I like that there's 2 different colors in here. Could be like neon stuff, so if you put the light off and shine like a blue lamp on it, it will just light up. Very cool idea. Yeah. Then we're gonna go to Doomster EG. Just occurred to me that I hope this stuff fits together. Well, this is the whole point, alright? This is the whole point, okay? I tried to explain this earlier with the playground stuff. It is okay to include everything in one blend file. I did it already. I stopped at the RAM though, but I took care that I can, you know, do everything. Makes sense. Of course, if I would do this, so here you can see this is how I made my motherboard. I really took the case, I extruded the plane, maximum size it out, and then I started doing the stuff on the motherboard. I actually started my I started off my RAM with selecting the RAM slot, and then, you know, I took certain vertices, extruded them, so I knew where my RAM's supposed to be or how big it's supposed to be. This will save a lot of time, and when I was basically done with, for example, the motherboard, I just put this underneath here, and then I took, you know, stuff. So try to make use of your earlier projects, don't include them. It is kind of basically what Mr. Odin have done here. He took his PC case to already make his van and stuff cooling fitting in here, and then he took it away. Of course, don't forget to take away all the other stuff. Of course, you can parent stuff, so you don't have to worry about anything leaving behind. Your fan is definitely interesting. I do see the structure here which hold the whole fan together without its floating, so points for that. You got this worked out pretty well, where you can screw it up to your case. that is the case. Interesting model this. I like it, and for fun you made this down here. Yep, very nice. Yeah, forgot about those things they were saying. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I forgot you were in the chat though. Yeah, just paint the stuff, it makes it a lot easier. Yeah, very nice. I like how it's going at the same speed as the fan. Very good. And then we're gonna go to the scene I've been looking for. Joining all those parts you've been making together to make a special custom PC build. And the first one is of Outmind. I haven't been looking through it actually, I think. Finally done. I'm very dissatisfied with the final result. Had a lot of problem putting the PC together. Yeah. So also for Outmind, next time when you make your case and you need to make a motherboard, just take your case. Just resize the plane in here already. Then hide your case by pressing H or just put it underneath the floor. And then you always know for sure it fits together. The same goes for this back part down here. Maybe I should do like a sample video about how you can do this stuff. I believe after I scaled the plane into my case, I went in edit mode and I took the few vertices of this thingy down here and I added them to the plane, so I knew that when I was making this big ugly box that it would fit in perfectly in here. So it is some little things to learn. It looks very good. I like how you, even though you could look through the window, I like how you've opened it up to just get a little bit of a better view onto stuff. I like that idea though. I like the colors in here. It slowly seems to come down or go up along, you know, colors in here. Yeah, overall it doesn't look too bad though. I like how you got this open up here. Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing to learn. But I want to do so much, and I shouldn't do too much. Yeah, I like it in overall. It's very colorful, special, custom PC build. Ja, Berkelmeer. Then we have one of Berkelmeer. I need to learn to say no to challenges. I can't contribute anything while, oh boy, you just drop your case underneath the water. Which kind of makes, oh boy. Interesting placement for your power thingy. So that is what I was talking about before. I'm just going to go to it. Like, it is interesting model. It is a little bit hard to see what would be what. So apparently the power supply didn't went underneath, but somewhere around here. So yes. Yeah, you dropped it underneath the water. I don't think that is very good for your PC, though. I think it's actually a shame that you've done that, even though, you know, you want to do something special. You should have just put it onto a desk or whatever and a white wall around it to get, you know, better idea of what you've done here. I mean, the render is, well, okay, it's big. I mean, it's a shame that you, yeah, done this actually. Now you won't see that nice work of you. Oh boy, I would still like to see how it would be on a desk on a nice crisp render though. Dooms EG says that's a good idea for some reason. That doesn't look white though. Might try later. Yep, says Ultimator. Yep. Then we have one of Odin. I have mixed feelings about this. Oh boy. Mixed feelings. Let's see. Wow. Yep, mixed feelings. Oh boy. Yeah, now I got mixed feelings too. Yeah, it is very custom, so it is not like basic idea of where you need to put stuff, and you really need to hope that it looks good in the end though. But for some reason I like the atmosphere in here of the, you know, the green and the blue light, and the way how it kind of looks. It looks very nice. I like the case being open. Instant water cooler, Pepograph says. Yeah. At least motherboard connects to external ports. I can say the same. Yeah, it is difficult, but you should not be afraid once again to leave all the stuff into one file, and if you need to make a motherboard, just grab your case once again, just select a few vertices out of it or how many you got down here, and join them up together with your motherboard plane, and then start making the motherboard components and stuff. So then you always know it will fit. Yeah. I don't know, I just like the atmosphere for some reason in here. It looks very nice. Good. A lot of space down here. Of course, you also need to think of a hard drive or SSD card needs to be in here. Yeah, it is an interesting model. I only doubt if it's good to take the heat away. Got like a plate up here. The heat needs to go somewhere. Of course, you can leave the case open, but then the flow cannot work 100% as it's supposed to be. Got some different pictures in here. Yeah, definitely interesting though. Craven's Art, welcome to the stream, opening fine. Hope I haven't missed any of your earlier message. You say any tips on keeping Blender memory below 1 GB? I think my subdivisions are jacking it up super high. How do I get a smooth model without subdivide? Yeah, you shouldn't put it up too high though. Now, I believe Blender did added like a new function to the subdivide show. Yeah, if you cannot go high, you should keep it low. Like you don't have other choices though. And everything went down again on my screen. I always hate when that happens. Stop doing that, Windows. Okay, so let's press Ctrl 5 onto my cube here and add straight away a subdivision. So yeah, now they've added. Wait, what? It's gone? Is it here? Quality. So yeah, I don't know if this does something though. Does it? Can anyone confirm that? We need to add a lot more. No, it doesn't. I thought this was like a certain level to de-increase it, but still get it like kind of smooth, like faking things out. But that's not how it works though. Yeah, you can shade smooth. That is all you can do first. Of course, when you shade smooth, a cube will look like this. And yeah, maybe you need to add a little lesser onto the viewport. That is all you can do. Yeah, it depends on what you have and what you can. If you cannot go higher, then you shouldn't. You can only do your best until a certain point, and that is that. Yeah, 2 or 3 shade smooth, because if you shade flat, did I do it? Shade flat, you see like the little cubes. If you shade smooth, then it's already smooth. But you really shouldn't worry too much about going too high. because yeah, it doesn't work anymore. Like you can clearly see 3, you can maybe see it a little bit. It also depends on the light you use, on the texture, the material, and whatever not. Yeah, 4 does like very smooth, but above 4, it's very difficult to see how much it will change. Like it is very clear. Like 4 is like the absolute max you should use. 5 is totally useless. You won't see it anymore. Yeah. So, yeah. Don't add too much. He was going 5 or 6 without shade smooth. Yeah, that is a bad way to do. Use shade smooth and go for 3/4. Never go higher than 4 because, yeah, like I showed you, if you change 4 to 5 with shade smooth, it doesn't change anything almost. Like you really need to super duper look good onto it, or else you won't even notice that. Next one is of Dooms AG. This week was a lot of fun. That is very nice to hear that you still have enjoyed, even though it could be a little bit difficult. Putting a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. I'm glad it worked out. You even got a little cable down here, so that's very good. Yeah, everything seems to be a lot more fitting in here, even though you just duplicated a lot of fans in here, but it seems fitting. That's what it's all about. You got even a fan up here, which I suggested before. Now the only thing still though is it needs an opening down here. The air needs to get out. But you can also do like a... Oh, you see that on hoods of cars most of the time. Like some intake, but in this case it will be an outtake. I'm not gonna search it up though, because you know how it looks like. Yeah, I think overall it just fits all well together, and yeah, it looks very good. You got all the fans spinning. I think this PC worked out pretty well, especially because... No, not especially because, I mean, you went for a very difficult shape here. A shape that is not very known, a shape... everyone know how stuff kind of looks like in a PC, where your motherboard goes and whatever not. And if you go for custom stuff like this, it's very difficult to place it, and in your mind you need to calculate. Your very thick video card does fit in very well. I think overall it worked out well. I do also see what you mean now with your input and output of your mouse and keyboard and stuff. Yeah, this, well, unless it's this thing, or, well, let's just take it this one and it works. But then overall, very good job on this one, very good. This easily could be a win though. Yeah. So next time, my tip, once again, if you need to make something, a model that includes multiply little models, don't be afraid to take the case, copy a few vertices here and there, so you straight away know where you can fit your motherboard, because you make like little screw holes, and over here it could fit, but over here it's like missed opportunity. But very good job in overall. Definitely one of my favorites. And then you also have this thing down here, just spinning around in circles. It's very silent though. You hear that? Oh, that's... You hear that? The most silenced PC ever. Very good. A nice little detail there. Alright. Ultimator says, have fun, peeps. Erwin Sunny Ray could hear it. Maybe you need to dust your PC off. Maybe you can hear my PC in the background. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna do the voting right now. Now Ultimator is going away, so he doesn't know if he wins one or not. Ultimator, as you guys know, he has -1 points, which is of course a joke and personal thing between us. So if you want to give him the honor of being the worst winner of 2020, don't give him a vote. But of course, if you like to be honest, then you should be honest. And I won't blame you if you do. Alright. Long way scrolling there. That's why he leaves, yeah. Maybe that is. Okay, so in this case we have wait. Alright. We have 1, 2, just wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cases, if that is the case. That's it. I have to be strict. If you're 1 day too late, it's fine. If you're 4 days too late, it's not fine. So are you gonna go for JB Blender, Dooms EG, Pebble X, Ultimator, Berkelemere, Outmind, or Erwin Sunny Ray? Which PC case would you buy? Would you say it like that? Let me know down below in the comment section, or in the chat, better to say. Let me hear some names. In this case, Erwin goes for Outmind. Outmind goes for my case. Purple Graphics, another one for Outmind. So that's 2 against 1 and 1. Outmind like my light. Thank you much. Even though I like it too, it's a little bit blurry here and there, but it's I think the denoiser. Another one for Outmind and another one for Outmind. Which is this one? It's very good though. Meanwhile, I'm going to search for my map, because I've been cleaning up everything. Which I really hate, because at some Blender files I use like a different font and then or different screenshots and have to search everything again. That's why I never look forward to cleaning up. Let me see. I am gonna go to, I guess, uploads, Blender. No, I shouldn't be here. Oh boy, where's my map? Livestream stuff. There we go. Winners 30 minutes. Okay, there we go. So in this case, if no one has something to say, then it's gonna be Outmind. Congratulations on winning the custom case. I want to say it again, but making this one joke too much isn't too fun anymore. But in this case, let's continue. Now we're gonna go to the motherboard. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6. We got 6 motherboards. So my rule here is you 1 day is until the other day. So the other day is video cards. So we only have 6. We have one of Dooms EG, Ultimator, JB Blender, Berkelemere, Pebble X, Outmind. We got one for PepX. I'm just gonna call you PepX. Berkelemere, another PepX. Another one for PepX. You have one for Poop. I'm glad you, well, If you turn the E and O around, you got shit in Dutch. Okay. So in this case, PepX is the winner of motherboard. So congratulations with that. I actually need to save this stuff up so I can do the winner Hall of Fame quicker. Save as, outmined, upload, JB Blender stuff, 30 minutes, winners, there we go. And PepX. Save as. Go. Alright, very good. Then we're gonna go to the RAM. Are we gonna go for Outmind, Odin, Berkelemere, Erwin Sunny Ray, JB Blender, Doomster EG? He is within the 1 day too late. Yeah, so once again, Doomster EG, JB Blender, Erwin Sunny Ray, Berkelemere, Odin, or Outmind. Excuse me for touching on the mic. RAM goes for Odin, Berkelemere. Another one for Odin, so that's 2 against 1. One for Outmind. 2 against 1, 1, 1. Ooh, 2 against 2. Is it gonna be modern or is it gonna be old school? Alright, if you... Odin has 3. Oh yeah, every Sunny Ray always makes a very long piece of text. Okay, yeah, okay. Well, in this case, then Odin has won the RAM, and I think that is definitely... he deserved that, definitely. You know, it is old school. The stickers just added an extra effect. You got the gaps here and there. Yeah, the only thing that I had to complain about was these things here being too round. But if that is the only thing, I don't mind these stickers resolution at all. It's a very good touch. So congratulations, Odin, on winning the RAM. My joke didn't win. Maybe I should have done my best on it. Then we gotta go to the video card stuff. We're gonna go for Outmind, Odin, Erwin Sunny Ray, Berkelemere. Oh, I forgot Ultimator. My apologies. Dooms EG with a very thick one. And that's it. Oh boy, I'm sorry. Maybe it is good that I've missed you. I didn't do it on purpose though. Yeah, so let's go for the video card. You guys are gonna go for fancy modern or for an old school one? Yeah, one Odin. We got burger meal. And another one for burger meal. Another one for burger meal. Huh? Did he join? Oh yeah, this one. Okay. The one where the van is just for decoration. I just love the industrial look on it though. And another one. Okay, so in this case, I don't think anyone can beat him up with this anymore. So the video card is gonna go to Burger Meal, which he definitely deserves. Just a one-time joke. It's Erwin's fault saying Burger Meal. Let's save his name up. Very good. Definitely deserved though. Then we're gonna go for power supply. Are we gonna go? Oh, wait a minute. Let's put this in the chat. Are we gonna go for Odin? We're gonna go for Outmind. We're gonna go for Berglemere. Are we gonna go for Doomsday EG? Yep. Oh, what is happening? Yeah, okay. So power supply, Doomsday EG, Berglemere, Outmind, or Odin. I do see a little error right now on this video card. Look at this. Holy smokes, what happened there? It's amazing. Can I say that this is a very good thing to do? Having a very clean model, and then on one spot having it very messy. A lot to look at. I've been reading that somewhere. Alright, people say Berglemere, Odin, Outmind, and Outmind. So two for Outminds. Yeah, sure. The only one with the cabling, button, input, stuff, and name. Any more votes? 7 people watching. 3 votes has been placed. It's always okay if there's just people watching, don't want to interact. You're welcome to, by the way. Meanwhile, a little bit commercial. So the one who ordered merchandise was Raf van Raffles. He ordered a mug and he says the quality is very good. So if you want to support my channel and you want to donate something, then you can best buy merchandise. Of course, a little bit money from that will be saved up for competition prizes. Alright, so 4 people only, huh? Okay, that's fine. Then in this case, the power supply is going to be Outmind. Outmind number 2. Congratulations. Then we're gonna go to cooling fans / cooling, liquid cooling. Okay, cooling fans or liquid cooling. In this case, we have a couple of those. We have Outminds. We have Berglemere, 1 or 2. In this case, by the way, I forgot to ask you guys, should we include everyone who's over time? Let's just for this time, alright. My fault to ask you guys. We have Explosion and we have Odin number 2 because you should only show it, and Doomsday EG. Just for this time, everything that is over time, why not? Right? Or else you guys should have warned me. Alright, we have Explosion. So many of us exceeded in time limit that it wouldn't Wood plus Olden. Why are you talking Swedish or whatever it is? Would wouldn't make sense otherwise. Alto. Are you drunk, man? Jesus. Okay. So explosion, another explosion, and another 2 explosions. All right. So in this case, explosion. You definitely won this one. It's definitely very realistic, very nice one. Lovely colors on this thing. Not drunk. Used. Can quickly say. I'm just bullying you right now. So explosion. You definitely won the cooling subject. So congratulations. I agree with that. And yeah, welcome back on the board. Very good. And then we're gonna go for the last and final one, and that is the total scene. In this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 entries. Are you guys gonna go for the custom one of Outmind? Are you guys gonna go for the trusty, rusty, sunken one of Berkelmeer? Are you gonna go for Odin with the pyramids? Cooled one, or are you gonna go for Doomster EG with the pyramids? Doomster EG was the first one, so yep. All right, Doomster, Outmind. Okay, come on, let it be a battle, guys. Any more votes? Doomster, okay, exciting. 2 against 2. Exciting. I just have to do that. I'm sorry. I woke up early today to work hard. Don't vote for me. That final render sucked. Just leave it up to the people, okay? We decide if it's good or not, alright? Yeah, it was my primal mate call. Alright, so Doom, let me see. 1, 2 Doom and 1, 2 Outmind, okay. Oh, we have Erwin Sonny. I also go for Doom. So that is 3 Outminds. I mean 2 Outminds and 3 Doomster EG. Of course, I need to vote. If I would do that, I would just vote for the fun on Outmind, and nobody will be a winner because we're getting stuck, which I'm not going to do. Erwin complicating, yeah, Erwin does. But that's okay. Everyone needs to be how it needs to be, right? Yeah, you make me read everything a few times. Alright, Outmind. So this case, Doomster EG is gonna be the winner. He also definitely deserved this one. So congratulations, winning the total scene of the custom PC. We definitely need to do this again, of course, next year. Maybe I need to make like a little tip video, you know, prepare you guys how you can make things easier if it's about setting up the whole stuff. Just to remind you, of course, I mean, there are things that you guys are doing a lot better than me, of course. especially, which is very interesting one. You know, this kind of stuff is interesting. Of course, few more things need to be added. It would be nice if like the slots were added, if not this guy, but these things would be added onto there, and it could definitely be a very good card this though. Yeah, but next year. Let me see here. It is November, so yeah. Okay. Did I save it up? I think I did. Save as. Yes, I did. Alright. It was a very, very top one. And I'm proud on all of you guys. So let me see. Yes, we are going to need a new team. We don't have to vote on this stuff, especially, you know, it's more simple to vote on this. I only got 3 things on the list. Now, once again, if you got ideas, then DM it to me, direct message. Do it like so to just save me some work. So, main thing. This is a little confusing though, how things are through each other. But do it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just send this to me like direct message. Jeez, okay, put the city together, same buildings. This one, but with materials. Small houses, roads. Some monuments at cross sections. I need to work this out a little bit. Any building you want. This needs to be worked out a little bit. I like the idea. Yes. Right. Yeah, I wouldn't include this one just yet. I need to work this out. But like I said, you can DM me this kind of stuff. So in this case, I'm going to ask you guys, are you gonna go for a bedroom? Are you gonna go for alternative transport? Let me see. Bed, table and chair, computer and equipment. You can use your custom PC, of course. No, not. Well, whatever. Clipboard, dressing table, wall decorations for AC. Scene fillers like books, garbage can, lamps, shades, wall clocks. Adding things like walls. Wait. Wall decoration. Construction. Yeah, it is fine if you suggest, Erwin, but send me a direct message. Just take your time, put the main theme, and then think of something for each day. It really makes the work for me a little bit more easier than figuring this all out myself. And I really appreciate it if you would. Okay, let's see. 1 for the bedroom, 2 for the bedroom, 1 for alternative transport. You know what? Let's. Oh, you also want to do bedroom? Okay. Let me just think. What would be handy? You know, okay. Let's do this together if you like. Okay. We're gonna reinvent this stuff, right? There is something that is chewing my brain for a bit. The way how it's together. Like I would just first say. All right. Let's just do it like so. I would just first say make the room. All right. Make the room first, just like a computer. First the case. Then then you can fit everything. And it's okay if you take the room and take the bed, rescale the bed to the room, then remove the room or just put it offside so you only have the bed for, you know, stuff like that. So make the room, walls, doors, windows, you know, stuff like that. Wait. Wait. I'm just gonna give it another touch. You have to make an isometric room. For the people who doesn't know what is an isometric thing, all right, it makes it making rooms a lot more easier. All right, so this is an isometric room. It just, like most of the time, 2 walls and a ground. You can add a window if you like. You can add multiply windows. You can even add a door if you like. I think this would be a little bit more fun and a little bit more equal to, you know, everyone having kinda the same results as in the angle for the room, right? Now let's do this together. I have been making this one time. Get your butt over here. Alright. In this case, I'm just going to delete one of those. And then I'm going to grab the camera and just angle it something like this. I'm going to press Ctrl Alt Numpad 0. So what would be nice is, I'm just going to put this simple like that. Press G. You know what? Let's put this on so you see. Press G twice on Z. It doesn't show up. Twice on Z. You can zoom in like this. Now, this is one thing you can do. You know, just to keep it a little bit more simple. But I think you need to put this in orthographic. You see how it changed? You can still, I believe, Z twice. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to use this. You see? Kind of, right? I think you can make your room in there. Kind of, okay? There are certain values to be added. I don't exactly remember the values of it. Snap. Couldn't this just be 0? This also be 0? No, that doesn't work like that. Wasn't it 46 and this 46? No, I'm being an idiot right now. It was good as it is. So there are certain values how the camera can perfectly angle onto this. I just don't remember what it was. But you get the idea, right? I'm gonna go now. The Wi-Fi turn off. Okay, Erwin, this is the only thing that I wanted to show. Just put it on orthographic in order to make the room. Anything else, just look at the announcement. There we go. Yeah, this is the idea. I think it came from Raf van Rafels. So you know, you can make up your own stuff, of course. Right? Isometric room. You get the whole idea down here. So that would be a good idea. So in this case, first make the room. Isometric room. Walls, doors, windows. You can mind up what you like yourself. Then I think it would be a good idea. You know, table and chair would be fine. Computer and equipment. You can make like a low poly PC. You don't have to go nuts. A cupboard. Isn't that like a thing on the wall? Table and chair. Shouldn't it be a desk and chair? Desk and chair. Computer, laptop. Or not. Like, you can at least think of it yourself. If you got suggestions, by the way, let me know in the chat, unless the chat is stuck again. Let me close the chat here and reopen it. Okay, it is still fine. Yes, there we go. Yeah, maybe I don't even need to do that. People can think of the cells, right? What was that one word again? Accessories. I never know how to write that word. Even in Dutch. It's such a weird long word.
Accessories.
Yeah, I know. Calm down, I mean. Like that, right? Accessories. A keyboard might be. Let me just see here. I don't want it to be too easy. I don't want. Oh, that's a cup. Oh, I see. It's like a wall closet. Closet. Like is. Oh man. Shall we just do? Wait, I got a different idea. Desk, chair, computer, laptop. Wait. Yes, first that. Desk. Decoration slash. I don't know what it's all called. What was that one word? Office supplies. You had a special word for that, right? What was that word for office supplies? Anyone? Nobody? I'm all by myself here. We even done like a yeah, we even done like a thing on this. I'm all over the place. We have done something on that. It should be yeah, just office supplies. Okay, whatever. So decorations, office supplies, you know, like pencils, maybe a mug with pens, or decoration could be like a little plant or something to fill up the desk. And then you have a bed. The decoration could also be like a lamp, or you know, it's up to you to fill. This will fill up the desk. And then you know, it says dressing table, wall decoration. Let's do you know, to fill in the room, or the furniture, right? Like a closet or a cupboard, or just other furniture. Maybe you have a couch in there, make it look like a gaming room, or yes. And then maybe room decorations slash or slash accessories, right? To fill in the rest of the room. Like this is really making the room. Wait, now I'm missing the bed. Wait, room, bed, desk. Oh boy, here we go. Would it be difficult to model a bed, a desk, and a chair in 30 minutes? Wouldn't be too difficult, right? I'm just gonna say that so. So let's do a bed, a desk, and chair in 30 minutes. Must be yes, challenge, right? Give it a laptop plus accessories, mouse, maybe an external hard drive. Make it simple, make it small. Then desk decoration, plants, office supplies, lamp, and then other furniture. Maybe you want to make a cupboard, or you want to make. I think we need a bed. Yeah, okay. That would be hard, really. A bed, desk, and a chair. Maybe I need to. Yeah, okay. Let me just do it like this then. Okay, let me just change something. A desk, chair, a room. Decoration, office supplies. 3, 4, 5, 6. Order furniture. Or room decorations, accessories. Maybe. Okay, wait, let me just do it like this. Order furniture on 6. How do I do this? Make the scene total? No. Add it all together. Slash. Slash add other decorations. Slash. A lot of slashes. Add it all together. Add other. Jesus, what am I doing here? Mix the scene together. Mind my typing here. Excuse me. Would this do the job? Anything to change? Do you guys think it's fine like that? Stationary, yeah. Just think office supplies, maybe easier to understand. So shall we do it like this? Mix scene together slash add other decoration accessory. I mean, if you got all the stuff ready, you just need to put them together. It could be like 5 to 10 minute job, and then maybe you have some time left to, you know, do other stuff. Nothing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. That's all the days we have left, Erwin. So yeah, do you guys agree with this? The 4 people that are still left. You want to hold ass? What does this guy needs again? Oh boy, he's probably asking some more Blender questions. Okay, everyone and Erwin is agreeing. Carpet, lights, yeah. Or... Oh man, it's so difficult. The whole point is you need to think of it yourself. You need to add a little, keep a little bit fantasy to, you know, do something here. I think this is fine like it, okay? Alright, so in this case, the next weekly theme is isometric bedroom. Here it is, isometric bedroom. The first thing you're gonna make is making the room. And if you're smart, you probably am, when you make the room, take care that the camera angle is right and don't change it at all. If you make like a bed, you can scale the bed and whatever, or make a separate save and then scale the bed for render. But take care that the camera is good right here. It will save you up with the other ones. That's kind of what I did for my custom PC. I had two saves. One was purely focused on the case, and then when I had like a motherboard done, I saved it as, and then I could change everything I wanted for the camera without losing the angle on the PC case. Anywho's, make a room in 30 minutes. There we go. And then this can be gone. This idea was from Raf on Raffle, so thank you much for bringing that in. Save it. Alright. Okay, that will be that. Thank you guys for joining up. Good luck the upcoming week with this stuff down here. You've all done an amazing job. And yeah, thanks for being here. I'm going to close up the stream. See, 30-minute challenge. There we go. And right down there. Alright, bye bye guys. See you next time. And Friday is follow along, same time, same channel. If you like to join to chill out, make some stuff, I will see you Friday. Now I'm just going to do nothing for once. Alright, bye guys.